a second. Yeah, I'm doing a video called My Top 10 Favorite Movies, real quick. And let's see. Back to my last video. Personally, I'm with Ben Carson. Maybe Fiorina. The ones I'm most for is Fiorina, Ben Carson, Ted Cruz, and Donald Trump. But Donald Trump will probably be the last one on the list. I like what he's brought up, but for one, I can't stand that he's pitching a fit over Starbucks' treatment of their cups, and I just think he handles situations a little childish. But he has done a good job at bringing stuff up. I mean, I really do think that we need to do something. I mean, never mind, this probably sounds stupid. Anyway, I agree with a lot of stuff he says about immigration, all that. Not that. I mean, I agree. Oh my gosh. Who is it? Okay, it was no one. Immigrants are not monsters. It just needs to be legal. And let's see. It just seems wrong that you would anyway use your child just to get into America. For one, it's morally wrong. But okay, that's for another video. Anyway, my top 10 favorite movies. Here's some top 5 honorable mentions. 15 is Jaws. Anyway, Jaws is an awesome movie. We all know that. Steven Spielberg directed it. Kind of went out of whack with that. So, let's see. Number 14, The Dark Knight. It's probably one of my favorite superhero movies. I'm definitely not a fan of how Christian Bale portrayed Batman, but still, the overall storyline, and we got Heath Ledger's Joker, and that was awesome. Number 13, Van Helsing. Hugh Jackman is one of my favorite actors, playing the X-Men, Van Helsing, and all that good stuff. I love the movie. Let's see. Number 12 is Lake Placid. This is one of the earliest horror movies I really got into. I'm mainly into creature flicks. My sister's mainly into the gory horror and all that. But Lake Placid. Number 11 is Anaconda, and it was also one of my original favorite horror movies when I was a kid. And how sci-fi has treated both of these franchises is appalling. The first two Anaconda movies were pretty good. I liked Hunt for the Blood Orchid. And Lake Placid, the second one wasn't great either by any standards. And the other two Anacondas, the other two Lake Placids, just really sucked. And then they did the ultimate dump on both of them by making Lake Placid versus Anaconda. And that's just the worst. That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Oh, it was disgusting. Anyway, we'll get to the top 10. Number 10 is Predator. And Predator is like one of the first real horror movies I saw back when I was turning into a tween or something like that. And that is just an awesome creature that Stan Winston designed. And of course, I like the second Predator, but the first, it doesn't even compare to the first one. And I just hate that Jesse Venture was in it. I think that's his name, Jesse Venture or something like that. I forgot. And he was the hillbilly kind of dude. Now I think I'm going to go with the Indian dude. I think he was cooler now. So let's see. And I really like Alien vs. Predator. The first one, not the crappy second one. The first one I liked. Anyway, 9 is Avatar. James Cameron is also making a second Avatar, if you check it out. Or Pandora, the World of Avatar is what it's called. But that was one of the biggest, most immersive movies I've ever seen. It's probably one of the best movies I've seen in the past just decade, since Jurassic Park. Really good CGI, good storyline, and that was just an awesome movie, all in all. Number 8 is a John Wayne movie. I like a lot of John Wayne movies. I like Big Jake. I like Comancheros and El Dorado and all those good ones. But my all-time favorite is Hatari. And it's where he stars as a game hunter. Well, he's not really a hunter. He and a team of other people, you got Elsa Martinelli and Hardy Kruger in it, and Red Buttons. All a bunch of good actors. And they capture animals for zoos and circuses and all of that. And it's a really cool movie. It's probably it's my favorite John Wayne movie, at least. Number 7 is, a lot of people don't like this movie, but I absolutely love it. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Sean Connery, and I forgot the actors who played as everyone else, but I just love the cast that they chose for the movie. And Mr. Hyde was one of my favorite things about the movie. That's an actual suit that he's wearing. It's not a CGI makeup. They could have easily just went a full CGI route for him, but they didn't, and that's what I admire about it. Let's see. I love Sean Connery as Alan Quartermain, and I'm doing another video about my cast for the reboot of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So stay tuned for that. I might make that after this. Number 6 is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. And I get that a lot of people didn't like the sequels, but I love the first movie, Curse of the Black Pearl, and I really like the second one, At Dead Man's Chest, with when we first see Davy Jones. And the fourth one is probably my least favorite, but I still love Ian McShane as Blackbeard. Ian McShane's one of my favorite actors. But At World's End was probably my favorite because it was just, you had Barbossa back, you had Davy Jones, my two favorite pirates from the movies are in it, and you just got a really cool storyline and great music. When I look at good movies, I always look at the music. Like Jurassic Park is by far my favorite music from movies. And then you got Jaws, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and all that. And Pirates, Hans Zimmer's really made an iconic sound for these movies. And I can't wait for Dead Men Tell No Tales. And hopefully that'll be good. Number 5 is The Ghost in the Darkness. And it's based on a true story about two lions in Africa that just went on a huge man-killing spree in Savo, Africa. And it stars Michael Keaton and Michael Douglas. It's a really good movie. I recommend it to anyone who just likes these kind of movies in general. It's a really good one. And let's see. My mom used to live in Chicago, Illinois, and she got to see the original lions, the original fur, or the taxidermied animals that were killed by John Patterson. And let's see. Number 4 is Jeremiah Johnson, and it's just Robert Redford plays as him, and it's a really cool story, plus the music that's in it as well. Jeremiah Johnson, the song that rolls through the whole movie. And it's about a mountain man. He comes from the Mexican army, and he becomes a mountain man, and he sucks at the first while going at it, and he ends up meeting this old geezer who hunts bears and teaches him all he knows. And he goes off on a bunch of adventures. He saves a bald man from Indians. He ends up accidentally trading a bunch of horses that he got from killing a bunch of Indians that were that attack the bald guy, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And accidentally trades them all to some Native Americans, and in turn they give him the chief gives him his daughter ceremoniously. And along the way, he also met a crazy woman who lost her kids to some Indians that killed them, and she just went crazy, and he takes her son with him. And he's quiet the whole movie. He never talks. And so he has a kind of a wife and a son, and it takes a while for him to get used to everything. It's kind of funny how it all happens. Then it really sucks because I won't. Yeah, it's kind of a spoiler, so might as well close your ears if you don't want to hear this. But it's sad. His wife and son both are killed by Indians later on in the movie because he goes off to save some settlers that were derailed. He comes back to find them all dead, and he just goes off on a killing spree. He kills off all the Indians that killed them. And it's a really good movie, but I recommend anyone that likes those movies, Mountain Men movies. Robert Redford was splendid. Then number 2 or 3 is Tremors. And I love all the Tremors movies. I love Aftershocks, Back to Perfection. I'm not a big fan of The Legend Begins. Whew. Except for the last scene when they all start killing off all the graboids, which is probably the best part of the movie. And Bloodlines wasn't a great movie, but I won't say it was a bad movie either. It was okay. But the first one was by far the best with Burt Ward, or I think it was Burt Ward, and Michael Gross, Reba McEntire, Kevin Bacon, all of them. That's just a classic. I mean, and it's not even scary. I mean, when Mr. Chang dies, I always laugh. It just looks so fake, but it's still a fun movie for me. Number 2 is Godzilla 2014, and I was anticipating this movie for a long time, and man, the trailers just made it all so much better. And then I got to see it at the drive-in for the first time, and it just blew my mind. Some of the best CGI I've ever seen in a movie, and I cannot wait to see Godzilla again in 2018. And on to... Whew, sorry. It's 11 o'clock right now, and I'm exhausted. Number 1 is King Kong 2005. I saw this movie before I really saw Jurassic Park. So, this is one of the main movies that got me started into movies. I remember running in my mom's room. The only real movies I was into before that was Spider-Man. And, the trailer was on, and you see King Kong roaring up against the V-Rex. And I didn't even know what King Kong was at that time. And I asked my mom what it was, and she says, "I've never showed you King Kong?" I said, "No." And throughout the whole time, I watched more of the trailers. I thought it was cool. And I found out there was movies there. At Walmart, my dad got a raise, and or a bonus or something like that. And we all got to choose something really cool. My sister got a doll. My, at the time, youngest sister got like a Dora play set. And I got 3 King Kong movies. I got the original 1933 movie, which I love. I love the original King Kong. I used to watch it all the time. I'm into black and white movies and all that. I really am. I love Creature from the Black Lagoon, which really should be on this list. And I heard they're making another Creature from Black Lagoon, a reboot. I have not seen the sequels yet either, so I need to watch all those. And Scarlett Johansson is rumored to be cast in it. I really hope they get to make it. I really want to see the creature back. But anyway, I got the 80s version, which I really was not a huge fan of. And I have seen, but I don't own it, King Kong King Kong Lives. King Kong Lives. And I saw that, but I wasn't into those two movies that much. Although they're better than King Kong Escapes, I can say that. I need to blow my nose real quick. But, and then I got Kong, King of Atlantis, which was a movie which was part of the animated series. I remember watching Kong the animated series when it came on TV on one of the lower channels. I remember I used to go to school and would wake up and Kong was always on every morning. I used to watch it. Man, those were some good old TV shows. But with King Kong, I remember that I really wanted to go see it so bad. That was all I wanted. And Christmas rolled by, and my mom got my dad the King Kong game for PS2. And that is one of the best PS games that I know of. It's a really fun one. It used to scare the crap out of me, though, because I was afraid of, like, jump scares and all that, and the raptors would run out at you and all that, or Venedisauruses. Let's see. I don't have much time on this video. Let's see. And I got a ticket, and I begged my parents to let me go see King Kong. And they kind of caved in. We all went to go see King Kong, and it was just awesome. I loved every moment of it. In the weeks after that, I got the toys and all that. I got the big V-Rex. Yeah, I probably got... Yeah, I got the toys before I saw the movie, I guess. It came out just a little while after Christmas, I believe. Yeah, I got the big V-Rex, I got the big Kong, which is in the toy box, because I don't have enough room to store him out on the displays. The V-Rex is my favorite, anyway. I got a little V-Rex, I got the little Venedisauruses, I got two King Kong figures, I got some of the, I forgot what they're called. It's a long scientific name for the bat creatures. I really want the Pteranodon, but man, that is an expensive toy. But man, that was just a really fun year for me with King Kong. And besides Jurassic Park movies, because Jurassic Park movies go way before any other movie. But these are my favorites other than Jurassic Park. And King Kong just takes the cake. And it's coming on this Saturday too, so I'll be watching it this Saturday on Sci-Fi Channel. I love King Kong. It was a good movie. And it's sad to think that we won't see that version of Skull Island again that Peter Jackson created. It's sad because you want to go back into that world again. You want to see the V-Rexes. You want to see that version of Kong. You want to see just all the life that was created so specifically for that version of the island. It was so beautiful and deadly that you just want to go back there, but we just can't anymore. Although I hope I can, because I really want to acquire the rights one day to do a book I've called Battle for Skull Island. And I'll do the pitch on a video one day. I'll write up a small script I was going to do, the basic storyline of it. It happens almost 60 to 70 years after the events of King Kong. And they bring them back, but they don't bring them back. They're not clones, they're actually interbred species. Well, not interbred, but they collect samples from the original Kong and they breed them in the bodies of silverback gorilla females, or lowland gorilla females. And that's how they bring them back to life. They do it to where the DNA is complete, it does not hurt the surrogate mothers, and that's how they bring Kong back. And they bring him back 3 of the gigantic Mega Permanent Kong. And I'll explain that in another video because I personally think it's a really cool storyline. But anyway, I gotta post these videos, then I gotta delete them again because my sisters have got a lot of videos of this little boy that they're babysitting, and I don't mind them doing it, but I'm using this phone for my videos, and they can't be doing any of this stuff. I had to delete a 30-minute long video of my little sister just running around the house. So I gotta do that real quick. And I will go on, I think, let me check this. I got it all in a book of mine. Let's see, my animal plans, Jurassic World creatures, Jurassic Park creatures. Here it is. My cast for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I've got other stories that I'm trying to do as well, like The Grid. I'm just going to name the titles of these books. I'm going to make videos on the actual essence of them. Like The Grid, The Battle of the Thin Ice, or The Whales of the Thin Ice. I've got like several different names for that book that I really want to do. That I really like. Let's see, Reptilians. Let's see, Cryptids. I've got a whole bunch of them right here. Let me get the book. Let's see, I gotta hurry because this, well, my time's almost out. Some Jurassic Park stories I wanted to do. And I'll explain those in another video. I gotta get rid of these because Alright, it's warning me now. Alright, see, Valley of the Clovis, Prehistoric Island, Chupacabra, Man Killer, Mermaids the New Race, which, it sounds stupid, but I'll get to it. Anyway, I've run out of time, so I will have to see you guys again in the next video. Hasta la vista.